This is round 3.
Stuff that I just don't need anymore, like pay stubs, for instance, I'm just gonna shred. So I'm not burning everything for the sake of burning, although I love fire, let's be honest. But I think Spirit is really guiding me to write more. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, create more, make new connections with people, with friends. And the knowingness that I was just holding on, you know, to these old songs, to these old connections. You know, you can grieve these things, but it's making space for the new. That's the whole point. Things you burn are not necessarily things that carry bad energy. They could carry really great energy, but things that you're attached to, you know, it could be attached to a person, even if it's a great relationship, you know, so you're just wanting to let go of the burden of attachment in general. So burning things doesn't mean that there's bad energy there.
Almost didn't pull a bath, but I needed to wait anyway till the embers died down in the fire. It's like past 1 o'clock in the morning, and so I decided to draw a bath. I've been doing a lot of smudging along the way, you know, through the whole process, smudging. How I'm feeling right now is, I think, a little bit in shock. I did a lot of clearing today and yesterday, so I think my body is still kind of like, I'm still processing out all of this release, like a big, lots and lots of release and lots of clearings, lots of healings, and also lots of connecting of new neural pathways to create and manifest what's coming in. And I think parts of me are also like not all the way relieved. I'm relieved that most, if not all, of the burning part is done. I'm still have the intention of going through my computer and getting rid of files that I don't need or want. And then also going through my emails. I have one particular folder that I'm thinking about, which is the folder that I created, 4 years ago from my book that I thought I wanted to write. And it was just like a lot of medical records and medical correspondence and medical research. And when I do write a book, I'm wanting it to come from my heart and not from me trying to be a doctor. I think that's an uphill battle, and I'm not interested in taking on uphill battles anymore. Just interested in speaking my heart, and whoever wants to hear it can hear it, and whoever doesn't, they don't have to. I'm gonna go to this book folder, and it just feels right now like a lot of heaviness and sadness. Deleting over 300 emails. It's lots of research. Deleting folders of songs, song ideas, collaborations. Just letting go of anything that has to do with having to go back and do something about it, if that makes sense. A folder I kept from 2008 when I auditioned for American Idol. I had really beautiful messages from friends that were really encouraging. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's time to let go.
It's the fourth night. After I purged the emails, I actually started to feel really nauseous and just unwell. I almost felt like feverish, which of course, as you know, those of you who cleanse regularly know, like it's a part of the detoxing process is getting, these detox symptoms. And it just makes a lot of sense to me that I would also get those symptoms in my physical body. So I've been as gentle as possible, but the energy today has felt really heavy. Doing some clearings, subconscious clearings as they come along, but just honoring my heart, feeling whatever feels like I need to feel it coming along. And like I try to do most days, just following my intuition and what am I feeling like doing, what am I not feeling like doing, and in the knowingness that everything that needs to be done will be done. One of the cool things about this process is the more you look through sentimental stuff and spend a certain amount of time, let's say the first day, it takes you 5 minutes to kind of process something, let it go, and then decide to move on with it. Well, I am 38 years old, 39 in a few days, and I only have maybe 10 tubs of things. I've only really gone through about a quarter of it so far. And it's taken me this long. Granted, we're talking individual papers. But that being said, the more the process moves along, the more willing you are at a faster rate to let go. Very similar to the work that I do with my clients and the work that I do with my own subconscious mind. In the beginning, you're like, I don't want to let that belief go because I want to be right about this. But very soon you come to find that the quicker you release something, the better you feel, the easier it is, because you stand in the knowingness that on the other side of that release is more connection, feeling of more connection, more belonging, more love, so you just become willing because you have the proof that on the other side of that is something wonderful. So with this process, it's not necessarily that I have the proof that on the other side of, this huge amount of purging that feels huge to me, is something wonderful. It's more like, oh my God, if I have to look at my own shit another minute, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. So it kind of expedites the process when you're like, okay, get rid of it. Okay, let it go. You know what I'm saying? And you also tend to create these categories in your mind. The mind is so powerful and beautiful in that way. You tend to go oh, okay, this is in that category, and I've decided collectively that I'm letting go of that category. So you can kind of almost glance on something and know that it goes into the go away pile, or the giveaway pile, or the burn pile, or the shred pile, So keep heart, for those of you going through this process. It gets easier as you go. But make sure that you allow yourself to take those days, those minutes, those hours, whatever is necessary, or even those weeks in between, each tub or each box or whatever you're going through. Because the idea is that it brings you joy. We're not wanting to push ourselves at anything in life. We're wanting to live the angel way of life, which is to only do things that feel really great and feel really right. So that being said, I didn't do a whole lot today, and I just started feeling inspired right now, and it's 9 p.m. at night, so just following my joy. Love you.